Nahum chapter 1 contains the prophecy of the impending destruction coming to Nineveh. In the book of Jonah, Jonah warned the Ninevites of the destruction that was coming to them, and they repented and they turned to God, and so they were spared from destruction. But over the next century, they turned their ways back to wicked ways, back to idolatry, and all sorts of bad things. And so now Nahum is warning them that they are really going to be destroyed this time. Nahum begins the prophecy by saying, "The Lord is a jealous and avenging God. The Lord is avenging and wrathful. The Lord takes vengeance on his adversaries and keeps wrath for his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and the Lord will by no means clear the guilty." Nahum compares God's power to natural forces such as earthquakes and storms and droughts. It tells us that no one can endure his anger. It says, "Who can stand before his indignation? Who can endure the heat of his anger? His wrath is poured out like fire, and the rocks are broken into pieces by him." Right after that, it describes God as a stronghold and a place to take refuge. This chapter also tells us that while Nineveh faces destruction, Judah will see peace and relief from their oppression. And God will do this by freeing them from Assyrian control. In chapter 2, Nahum's prophecy of the judgment that is coming to Nineveh takes place. It actually comes true. And God calls the people of Nineveh to gather their strength because the enemy is coming against them. And in verse 3, it begins to describe the enemy. It says, "The shield of his mighty men is red, his soldiers are clothed in scarlet, the chariots come with flashing metal on the day he musters them. The cypress spears are brandished, the chariots race madly through the streets, they rush to and fro through the squares. They gleam like torches, they dart like lightning." It describes how the city will be filled with confusion and chaos and how everything will be plundered. So once they were wealthy, but now after being plundered, after being besieged by the enemy, they will no longer have any riches. Nahum also mocks the Assyrians in this chapter, comparing them to lions whose den is now destroyed and how they can no longer devour other nations.